Welcome to Fast Politics. Happy Wednesday. Another exciting show. Mr. Christopher McFarland is out of town, so myself, Anthony Patton, and Daniella Flanagan, your lovely hostess, will be filling in today. We'll have a lot of fun. Lots of events this week in politics. It's fast and it's politics. It's fast politics, and we're here to rock it.
Absolutely. Well, let's get started. Go ahead and hit that down button, and we'll start moving forward. So, fast politics from the control room with Anthony, myself, and we're going to get started. Make sure you turn on your notifications for us and follow us on social media. You're going to hear that a lot. And you hit that again. All right, everybody knows that the RNC is in Cleveland, right? Tony?
Oh, yeah. It's leading the news.
Definitely. What's on top of our list here right now to discuss? Our Republican VP selection.
Republican VP is Indiana Republican Governor Mike Pence. I'm sure Daniella has some opinion about that.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. We'll talk about the RNC speakers. We'll talk a little bit about what happened outside the convention, some interesting things out there. The internet pick scandal with the interns from the RNC, and then we'll also talk about Melania's plagiarized speech.
No, Michelle plagiarized her.
That's correct. Our RNC speakers, what do you have to say about that?
Joni loves Chachi, and apparently Chachi loves Donnie.
Yeah, and it's interesting that Chachi kind of went balls to the walls on Hillary there and started to use the C word very unapologetically against Hillary Clinton. Typical RNC tactics?
They have a long history of maybe less than flattering language.
For women, yes.
And others.
Yes, minority too. Yeah. And handicapped, disabled, differently abled. Yes, definitely. Antonio Sabato Jr., our fantastic, lovely underwear model.
That's what you want in politics. I always want to know the opinions of the underwear models and where they're on national politics.
I prefer the underwear models to talk about politics in their underwear. Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's absolutely sure that Obama is a Muslim. Again, with this Muslim rhetoric, Tony, honestly, what's going on?
I'm not an underwear model, so I can't speak for the underwear models. But I'm not religious particularly, but if he says he's Christian, who am I to argue?
Who are we to question it, right?
Yeah.
As long as he does it in his underwear, right?
Is that allowed to pray in your underwear?
I think so. You probably could pray without your underwear, I'm supposing, but who knows? Let's check and see who else showed up at the RNC convention. Oh, hit that one more time for us.
Bam! Bam!
Oh, Willie.
Oh,
Willie.
And not Slick Willie.
Yeah, not Slick Willie. So what did Willie Robertson have to tell us?
No matter who you are, Donald Trump will have your back.
Not really.
Do you think he'll have your back?
Oh, absolutely not. Doesn't he poll like 0% with African Americans in Indiana? Like 96% negative?
No, he's got at least 0.2%.
Oh, we should give him 0.2. We should give him the little slivers, right?
It
matters.
There's a few people, I bet. I would assume.
I saw one guy.
One guy?
I saw one guy.
So it's not unanimous against him.
No, not completely unanimous.
Yeah.
I guess that. But maybe he was a delegate that came in from someplace else. He's not from Indiana.
But they're all from the country, though.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
See, they're all from the country.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. So what's next on our agenda here? Hit that key one more time. Let's see what's going on. The vice president's election. So who did he pick?
Indiana Governor Mike Pence.
It wasn't Christie?
I don't believe so.
Why not?
I guess there was one bridge too many.
Oh, I think maybe the Bridge King. Well, some of the choices that he had were kind of gnarly. Well, I guess this was a less than gnarly choice, Mike Pence.
There was a who didn't want to. He went around asking people. I was on the short list at one point, I believe.
Yeah, right.
I was busy.
You were busy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Vice president. I have other plans for the next 4 years.
You didn't want to work with Trump for 4 years?
I'd probably get fired.
I'd get fired. So, Mike Pence, for all of us who are in the LGBT community here, we should all remember Mike Pence. Mike Pence was one of those folks that supported legislation that basically said that establishments could kick out members of the LGBT community from their establishments. And he spent about $60 million of the funds,
taxpayer dollars?
Taxpayer dollars, in order to try to push this legislation through.
That's a lot of money to alienate a segment of your population.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what else did he do? There's some other little tactics that he pulled off. Yeah, Planned Parenthood.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So again, with finding people who are misogynistic and also definitely not friends of the LGBT community. And I'm thinking it's very interesting that Trump would pick Pence of all people.
Well, he was out of options. I mean, he was running.
He was really slim pickings,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, any governor would have, I think, fit the bill. Maybe, well, Sarah Palin was, that was maybe too much.
Did
for
you
that.
see his excuse about Sarah Palin? She was stuck in Alaska and couldn't get out.
Well,
Really?
she was looking at Russia.
She was, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a view from her house,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, I want to thank Trump, and I do want to thank Twitter. Trump and Twitter have really helped everyone to see who in their timeline is a hateful, racist bigot and a misogynistic troglodyte. So thank you, Trump. Thank you, Twitter. And their never-ending comedic rhetoric that pops up week after week, actually minute after minute with Trump. If you really want some comedy, the first interview with Leslie Stahl with Trump and Pence, hit that YouTube link and you will enjoy this comedy. It is Trump basically talking over Pence. They're two guys sitting in their suits in gold gilded chairs. Did you see it?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
It was like a very odd couple. It was like, it looked like the dating game kind of, with these two people. They were very awkward. It was like a blind date. They stepped in. They never met each other before. It was like, hi, nice to meet you. You're my vice president.
Yeah. How's that? Like we just switched chairs and met it. Like, hey, there might be a love connection here.
Yeah.
Right? Totally. Yeah, like kind of you went fishing on Plenty of Fish and that was the best option. Or even Tinder and you swiped right and that was the last option, right? But yeah, it was really appalling to sit there and watch that interview. And then Trump was all like, yeah, I have a very good brain. He brought that up again. I'm very humble. You'd be surprised how humble I am. Brought that up again. So it was definitely a humbling interview.
I'm very humble.
I loved how he kind of kept talking over Pence the whole time. And then every time Leslie Stahl brought up a point where Pence had voted against, an opposite vote against Trump, and then Trump had to defend Pence, it was so freaking funny. Oh my God. You have to watch it. It's just basic Twitter, YouTube comedy. What'd you think? Anything else?
It was a very awkward situation. And like I said, and it was awkward to watch it, and I felt very uncomfortable. I actually took a shower after I saw that.
With African soap.
A Brillo pad.
Brillo pad. Yeah, so definitely a match made in LGBT and women's health. This match here between them. If you'll recall this Twitter here, this post, which was just about 3 months ago, it says, thank you to the LGBT community. I will fight for you while Hillary brings in more people that will threaten your freedoms and beliefs. And who's this guy right here? Yeah. Threatening women's freedoms and beliefs for the LGBT community. Interesting. You want to hit that button? We'll move forward to our next topic. Oh, the logo. Wait for it. Hit it one more time. What? No, that's not the correct logo. Hit it one more time.
One more time.
Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. TP for your bunghole. We're getting closer. What's the next one? Let's see. We got
Cornholio.
Cornholio. Yes. Now we have the final and correct last iterations of the Trump-Pence logo. If you have been living in a cave and not on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or any other social media, you will not have known how much fun we've been having with this Trump logo. And it's so fun and so much fun that we can't actually talk about some of the inappropriate sexual content or show you some of the versions of what was done with the new Trump-Pence logo. Your feelings?
I like Beavis on this one.
I do too.
Yeah.
TP for your bunghole. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what it is. I love actually when you go to Instagram and Twitter, they actually have cut out logos that have toilet paper on them with a Trump Pence logo on it. Epic, epic. So troll Twitter, troll Instagram. You'll find some really great stuff. And again, I can't put all the content on here because it's completely inappropriate for anyone under 17. But they went ham on Twitter on that logo, and you can just take some time to imagine it. Or if you're sitting there with your phone in your hand right now, go for it.
This is cable access, so we're family oriented.
That's right.
G-rated.
G-rated. Well, PG. Maybe PG-13,
When we get risque.
Outside the convention, we're going to switch the topic a little bit to something really positive of what happened outside the convention. So you want to talk a little bit about this?
Yes, well, you were saying that they should speak in their underwear, and this is even better. We have 100 sheroes who pose nude, holding up mirrors to reflect back at the Republicans outside the convention.
Absolutely, absolutely.
To reflect their hatred and their antagonism against women right back to them.
Yep. This is very interesting. This is art from Spencer Tunick, and it's a project called Everything She Says Means Everything. So if you get a chance, follow this organizer and this artist, Spencer Tunick, Tunick. And he basically spent several months trying to put this together with these women. We can't show you all the detailed pictures because obviously these 100 women are completely nude. But the artwork that was created by this photography project, it was a peaceful protest. And again, it was against it was hateful rhetoric or misogynistic rhetoric from the Republican Party that's been presented. I definitely, if you've got your phone in your hand right now, you're near a PC, I would really encourage you to just check out his artwork, check out the project. When he put this out, 1,800 women responded to want to be able to participate in this art project. That's incredible.
I volunteered too, but he didn't accept me.
Oh, yeah, but you know, well, maybe because you're gender fluid.
Yeah,
that's probably right.
That's probably it.
And Mark Ruffalo, you know, because he plays the Hulk, he always has something great to say. And if you get a chance to on your Twitter, check out Mark Ruffalo and the project for She Rose, and also follow She Rose United. There's She Rose in over, I think, 100 different countries, and they all are talking about strong women in the communities and things that they're doing to bring women forward and support women's causes. And it's just a powerful organization and very positive and super supportive. You want to move on?
Move along.
The GOP intern picture scandal. Yes, Paul Ryan posted probably the least diverse selfie ever on the internet under speaker selfie on his Instagram in case you missed it. So hashtag speaker selfie, and then go in there and just check out and see if this really reflects the GOP's support of diversity. A couple comments that we pulled off of Twitter here. One from the Buckeye Gamer, who's Carl Gannon, says, "Seriously guys, a crate of Wonder Bread isn't as white as that Republican intern selfie Paul Ryan took. Hashtag out of touch, hashtag not, hashtag what America looks like." And then Lovey, awesomely Lovey, you guys, she's amazing. She posted, "That picture of Paul Ryan with the GOP interns is so white that I had to put on my sunglasses to look directly at it." You want to hit that button and show them a little bit of what that looks like? One more time. So what we have here on the left is Paul Ryan with a crunch down picture so we could fit it on the screen of that full room of GOP interns. And yes, it is blizzardly Caucasian, monochromatic mostly. And then ironically, no one knew this, but on the same day, the picture on the right is the DNC posting their intern pictures, and many pictures from the DNC all over the place were posted. And it reflected people who were differently abled and obviously a different color scheme. It reflected more of what people were saying or was hitting Paul Ryan about, which is more of the diversity. Your thoughts?
I think personally it's kind of reflective of the gerrymandering that's been taking place for years in the Congress. Republicans carve out a white district for themselves. It's all about protecting the incumbent, and likewise the Democrats they do better with the community of color.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, it's in Paul Ryan's defense, that is kind of the way that the congressional maps are written or drawn out.
Drawn out, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's
absolutely.
It's an indictment somewhat, but it's also the way that the state legislators have gerrymandered themselves, the incumbent protection.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you. We were always almost on the same page all the time.
Yeah.
Our next topic is we're going to bring in some guests here really shortly, is Melania's speech scandal. Tony, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I've heard it argued by James Carville that maybe she was sabotaged, but it was almost word for word verbatim what Michelle Obama had said. Was it 4 years ago or
yeah.
4 years ago? Yeah.
22 out of 26 words from that paragraph were exactly the same. It's ironic. I don't know if we can play it or not. Here, let's see if we can actually get access to play the volume.
They taught and showed me values and morals in their daily life. That is a lesson that I continue to pass along to our son. And we need to pass those lessons on to the many generations to follow.
And then here you'll hear about Obama.
Set out to build lives guided by these values and to pass them on to the next generation, because we want our children and all children in this nation to know that the only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them.
Because we want our children in this nation to know that the only limit to your achievements is the strength of your dreams and your willingness to work for them.
So yeah, if you heard that there, you probably heard a little bit about, or a little bit of the similarities. It's kind of ironic. So we've got a couple guests that we're going to go and meet here as well, too, as we finish going through the PowerPoint. The speech scandal, one of the best pieces on the internet was Bring It On. Everyone was going crazy on making jokes about the Melania and
That's funny.
isn't that funny? And you actually see the video of this, it's hilarious. So it's worth it. If you're on your cell phone right now, I swear, surf this right now. Just put in Melania Trump and Michelle Obama video, and they'll bring this Bring It On video. It's epic. You'll totally enjoy this. And then some comments from Eric Trump here, where he's basically saying Melania did not steal her speech from Michelle Obama. If anything, Michelle Obama stole her speech from us, just like the entire Obama family has been stealing from America. Period. Interesting.
She had a time machine. She went in the future and stole Melania's speech.
Oh my God, right? Totally time machine, right? It's a total time machine.
Makes sense.
So I just want to introduce our guests here. We have on over here Mary Cruz next
Hi.
to Tony. And then we also have here Emma Maddock. And we also have Carlette Brown.
Hello.
Mary, you want to take a second here and just tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from and what you do?
Sure. Hi, I'm from London. I'm English, obviously. I'm an actress. I came to America to study. So currently the politics is very interesting and I can relate to a lot of the topics right now. Yeah, so I'm also Hispanic and Middle Eastern, so
Wow.
so a lot of this is
Very
I
relevant
feel
for
very
you.
passionate about it.
Yeah. Oh my God, you touch on everything. Oh my goodness. It's incredible. And then Emma as well. Where are you from and what are you doing?
I am also English. I'm from Manchester. I moved out here 3 years ago to become an actress. Yeah, so the politics over here is a lot different from home. The whole gun issue, I mean, we don't have that in England, but so that's crazy to
Wow.
see. And,
Wow.
you know, we obviously have strong opinions on it. And then I'm also a big LGBT advocate, so have strong feelings towards all those subjects too.
Yeah, we got hit pretty hard with one
Yep.
one incident touching on 2 points. And then Miss Carlette.
Yay!
Carlette Brown, fellow Texan, Dallas.
Yes, I'm from Dallas, Texas. I moved here. I've been here in LA for about 4 years to, of course, pursue entertainment, not just one thing, but whatever I can get my hands in, I'm trying to get it. But like I said, I'm from Dallas, so I immediately, with all the foolishness there, I just came back this week, so
I know.
yeah.
It was really hard. It was very stressful.
Yeah.
And then I have family in Baton Rouge, so all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, that could be my brother. So
Yeah.
it's frantic phone calls back home to Dallas and Baton Rouge, just trying to figure out if my family was okay.
Yeah, and the energy's so different here on the West Coast versus being in the South.
Mhm.
So it's 2 different worlds, but the same world at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time. What changes have you made, Carlette, since, well, kind of with this election period? Are you more into social media? Do you find yourself kind of pulling back certain periods of time in social media because of what happens?
Well, the initial thing that's changed for me is I am registering to vote. So I literally got my, a lot of people didn't know that I didn't vote for President Obama because I wasn't registered. And I didn't think that my vote really counted. Like, so my idea with politics was just whatever. Whatever happens, happens, because in my mind, the government's going to do what they want to do anyway. That's just how my brain operated. But when, this past year with Trump getting involved, and then you start to see all of the different candidates, it's like, okay, this time I might just need to do something, vote for anybody but him.
But him.
But then now my whole mindset has changed even more with everything that's been going on. So now I'm even digging, like, okay, who are the people, like, other than Hillary and Trump, the independents? Like, I didn't even know about those things until recently. So I logged out of social media and I'm buying books. Like, I'm reading and researching. I don't want to hear anything else as far as social media, because that's the media. You believe anything that they
don't you
post.
kind of find your spirit getting angry when you look at social media? Like, you look at your timeline. Have you experienced that, Mary, at all? You look at your timeline and you see kind of the negative feeds that are coming through?
Well, one thing about like Facebook,
Yeah.
I must admit, I I feel like I'm more kept up with current affairs because of Facebook now, because people just post like current affairs the whole time. But I can't stand social media. And also, I'm sorry, but on Cinco de Mayo, freaking Donald Trump posted a picture of him eating a burrito or something, saying, "I love my Mexicans," and I'm like, okay, you're just taking it way too far.
Right.
But the funny thing is that people hate Trump, but I really doubt we'd all be really interested in this if he wasn't running.
Right.
Because he attracted so much attention.
Yeah.
And the scary thing was that people were like, oh no, he's not going to win. He's not going to get far.
They all
but
thought
he's
it was
actually
a
getting pretty
joke.
far.
He got
Yeah,
far.
everyone thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
But look at him now.
Yeah, look at him now.
Yeah.
He just got the roll call and got nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that picture was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. And then you're like, what's he going to do on such and such day? What's he going to do on such and such day? You know, they went farther with it. It's like, yeah, that was an eye-opening thing. It's like, that's kind of crazy the way you said that.
But I am Hispanic, so obviously I think it's wrong. But I commend him because he's like going for it.
Yeah.
He is not making any apologies. And at the end of the day, I have to respect someone, even if they're wrong. They
Yeah.
stay true to it, and they do not care.
Yeah.
And he does not care, and he's gotten far.
Yeah, there's a life lesson in it. You're right. It's, you know, if you're really gunning for it, like you guys have your careers and everything. If you're really gunning for it, you're gonna stay on track. You're gonna be intentional. You're gonna be clear. You're gonna be focused. But at the same time, the universe is gonna come back and get you
Yeah.
for what type of
Yeah.
karmic energy you put out there. And look what the blowback is. It's crazy. And you also talked a little bit about Orlando and gun control, and again, both of you guys coming from across the pond type of thing. How did you feel, and what types of things went through your mind, especially after we saw 50 American citizens just...
I think I mean, it is disgusting.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem is that guns are allowed here so freely.
Yeah.
You know, in England, the police, they don't even have guns, and again, back to social media, you see videos of the police like kind of partying, having a good time with the citizens, yet we still have respect when it comes to our police.
Right.
Whereas it seems like here, I mean, it's just...
Sorry to interject, but like here, I've had police officers literally follow me and ask for my number. Like if you did that in England, like you'd probably get put in prison just for doing that. That is so inappropriate.
Wow.
Yeah, that like we have like a clear line.
Wow.
Like we do have fun with them and stuff, but like it's
Yeah.
like no, like it's like. But here it's like like they just
The inappropriate
yeah
behavior.
they will
Yeah.
do a U-turn just to stop
Check you
you.
out.
I've had that through like 3 times at night too.
Mary.
Yeah, it's like so inappropriate. Like I got stopped once for like an hour, and they were making me do all these tests, and I had really bad eye allergies, so I thought they thought I was like on drugs or something, but I wasn't because I blew the thing. And then at the end, I was so confused as to why I was still there, and he was like, "So, what kind of restaurants have you been? What kind of dates have you been since you've been here?" And I was like,
So what's your sign?
it was like 3 o'clock in the
Right?
morning.
Exactly,
It was
Tony.
like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, "Oh my god, yeah."
Mary, oh my God.
But anyway, sorry.
That is
you.
scary. But you remember, did you guys remember Daniel Holtzclaw from Oklahoma, the guy that raped all those women and got 216 years in prison? He was a police officer in Oklahoma. So I was like, wait a minute. And he targeted the minority community, multiple women, like 16 black women in the minority community, and he'd pick them up, take them to
That was
secluded
recent,
places.
right? Within
Yeah,
the
it's just
past
recent.
3-4 years. Oh
Yep,
my
yeah, he
gosh.
just got convicted this year for that, and you can see pictures. You can Google him as well on social media and look him up. But yeah, it is inappropriate, and it's funny to see them dancing in Europe, especially Caribbean festivals or whatever, enjoying themselves, or even Toronto, Canada. They're having a great time as well.
That's not to say, I don't think for a second that all cops out here are bad.
Exactly.
No.
And
Exactly.
that is, you know, they are getting a bad name for themselves.
Yeah.
But it's unfair to say, just like it's unfair to say every black person is a thug, every white person is this
but
and that.
you have
But
to generalize. I mean, of course,
you-
we're generalizing because we can't pick out every person. But for the most part, the police officers are dodgy. Like, I'm sorry, and I've experienced it. I feel like I'm in South America. Like, because
Wow,
in South
that
America,
bad.
the policemen are dodgy. You can bribe them. If you get a speeding ticket, you can bribe them. I feel like you can do that here. In England, oh my, that would not run whatsoever.
Yeah, we've even been able to. We've had stuff go to the Dominican Republic to family and friends over there, and you can bribe the TSA
Yeah,
agents
of
and get whatever
course.
you want
Yeah,
across the
yeah,
line. It's like,
yeah.
so it's kind of, you're right, it's a little bit dodgy. It is challenging because you're right, like you said, Emma. you don't want to paint with a broad brush. You know, you don't want your community or yourself, the LGBT community, minority community, foreign people, you don't want to be painted with a broad brush, you know, and that sucks because it's that one bad apple. It's kind of the Mexican crab syndrome where they say, oh, you throw all the Mexican crabs in the pit and they'll just keep drawing each other down. It's like, when is there going to be responsibility for the bad ones to be called out by the good ones? You know, why do we stay silent? You know, and I think about too, like when we're in high school, when we're in college, we're hanging out with our girlfriends or our guy friends, whatever, Tony, even, like, you know, when you got a bro that's kind of being,
oh yeah,
what do you guys do?
It's
like,
the code.
It's the code, the bro code, right?
Yeah. And I think that's what it is with police officers, is the code. Like, for instance, the lady, the African-American woman or black lady, I say black, I don't really say African-American. It's okay to say black. I don't really care. But she posted a video as a police officer, like, going off on the bad ones, and she got suspended. For speaking up. But I heard she did get her job back. But just it's a fear. They don't want to speak up because they still have homes, they still have family. And I get it, but then at the same time, it's like, what are you willing to lose? To stand up for what's right.
It's crazy that she was suspended for posting a video for that. But other cops are also suspended for murdering by the same punishment.
And they get paid administrative leave.
It's just all a system. They're all, you know, it's all dodgy. They're all following superiors, and they're all scared. They can't come forward.
That just makes
God knows what they do.
What happens?
That makes me wonder, like, because I think everything is similar. Like, even me being an employee, as an employee, I get paid. I don't get paid that much because I'm a server. But I don't want to quit my job because I like my management. The supervisors are, like, it's a good structure. As a police department, any kind of the justice, what's the structure? That makes me question.
That's what I'm saying.
What's the structure?
It's all the system.
Who's doing it?
Who's doing it? Who's doing what? And there's a lot of rhetoric now too about psychological evaluations on the officers as well too. And my family's in Houston as well, and there's a psychologist in Houston just last week that lost her license for life, her and her husband, because they manipulated the psychological exams of Houston police officers. So I'm like, really? And Houston is dodgy. I mean, I love you guys because I'm from Houston. I have family in Dallas. I drive up and down the freeway going back and forth all the time between Houston and Dallas. But yeah, it is scary to know that this is, we're allowing these officers on the street. You know, if it was one of us regular people, you know, come on.
But the reality, it's been happening for years. I'm from Texas, so even as a kid, if I saw lights, I'm automatically crying because I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, so it's been going on for years. It's nothing new for me.
I agree with that. It's just the technology now.
It's just the technology that's going on. Like, and we know what towns that you don't stop in. You know.
I wish someone had told Sandra Bland that because I don't even drive through that area. I stopped driving through Jasper after what happened when that guy.
Jasper.
I stopped going through that whole area. I wish there was something that could tell people, you know, what to do and what not to do. There's so much going on, and I just want to make sure that we're all staying connected and staying positive, and that we're supporting each other and our communities and our LGBT communities, our Latino communities, our African American communities, and that we're there for each other, and that we're finding ways to support one another and give each other opportunities for dialogue.
But we're closing up the show. We got to give our credits to our crew. Go ahead and show the credits. And here at Fast Politics, we also want to remind everybody for our social media. See us on Twitter, on Instagram at Fast Politics, Twitter, _politics, at Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, and on the web, and locally on TV channel 36, on 8:30 on every Wednesday night, live here in Hollywood Studios. And that's a wrap. If it's fast and it's politics, it is Fast Politics. Welcome back, Chris. 2 weeks.